I recall my last moments quite vividly. "Bishop, I die because of you," were some of my final words, spoken directly to Pierre Cauchon, a strong male figure bent on discrediting me and my virtues with God and the 100 Years' War. As the flames engulfed me on the day of my execution, I could not have imagined the influence I would have on my country or the world, nor could I have imagined what lie ahead for womankind or the many trials and triumphs we would meet in the centuries to come. During the struggle to achieve voting rights for women in the United States, I was beloved by the oft-rivaled suffragette movement and became an important symbol of feminism in America. The significance of my life has become a feminist icon in the present day and has led many individuals to seek out gender equality as a nation. Over the course of the 20th century, womankind has achieved many attributes that in my lifetime would have been gravely frowned upon. It is miraculous to me how dramatic the female role has changed. We've made gender visible, entered the workplace permanently, learned to balance work and home life, and have crafted a sexual identity for ourselves. But it isn't enough unless men also recognize change and find themselves a place amongst this equal shift. Both men and women should not rest until full gender equality is met. So what is gender equality? According to the International Planned Parenthood Federation, gender equality is the measurable equal representation of women and men. Gender equality does not imply that women and men are the same, but that they have equal value and should be accorded equal treatment. Whether we would like to admit it or not, women are different from men. But this does not mean that we should be treated any lesser than our masculine counterparts. Long-term sustainable development will only be possible when women and men enjoy equal opportunity to rise to their potential. With this being a true proclamation today, why haven't we conquered the equality revolution? Many women still believe that they shouldn't feel obligated to compete with men in certain careers or livelihoods, and this has everything to do with men and their lack of progression in this feminist day and age. As a woman, it is fine to choose your own calling. If you want to stay at home and take care of your family, that is your decision. The point of gender equality is not to compete with men, but to have the ability to choose what you want to do with your life without being discriminated for it. To have the option of being a stay-at-home mom, chase after a military career, or both. This concept shouldn't be difficult for men and women to grasp, but there are still plenty of women today that are scrutinized for choosing masculine role in society. What might be appropriate for a man to say or do publicly is degraded or even verbally probed by male colleagues. Women are constantly reminded that they are female and that they should behave as such. But what is the true definition of being female? If it represents a strong, capable being worthy of donning both a masculine and feminine outlook, then it can't be all that bad. If we can erase these inequalities and put women on an equal footing with men, we know we can unlock human potential on a transformational scale. Currently, there are efforts to effectively equalize men and women, a prime example being gender-neutral policies in the workforce. However, sociologist Michael Kimmel states that such gender-neutral policies fail to take into account the ways in which the very criteria people are evaluated are also gendered. The ways that the assumptions about what constitutes effective performance, leadership, and initiative are gendered. In other words, gender-neutral policies aren't gender-neutral. What we need is gender-equal policies. Society has come a long way in the past 100 years. Women have stomped out the norm and have made themselves known. But only when men share housework and childcare can we have the kinds of lives we say we want to have. And only when men share housework and childcare will women be able to balance work and family and be able to have it all. This is the promise of gender mainstreaming. In reference to the United Nations Population Fund, gender equality is, first and foremost, a human right. As a loyal servant of God, I firmly believe that all men and women are intended to share an equal role. When I made a statement by wearing men's clothing and standing up for what I believed in, I was burned at the stake. But it is different today. Women have a choice. Mankind has a choice. So what will your choice be? The next time you're confronted with a shallow-minded individual who believes you're not good enough for something because of your gender, what will your reaction be? React for equality. We are all human beings, and we all share this world. Though you may not notice it in the United States, gender-based violence, economic discrimination, reproductive health inequities, and harmful traditional practices remain the most persuasive and persistent form of inequality. It's time to stop this consistent refinement and start treating each other with respect and dignity. One life is all we have, and we live it as we believe in living it. Thank you.